Alright, hey everybody. Today, I want to talk about something I thought of yesterday. Um, I don't know. I was thinking about it yesterday. Something that happened to me yesterday, and I was like, just want to talk about it. Whatever, I don't know. So yesterday, I was at work, like a lot of days, and a couple came in, an older couple, wanted to buy some paint, but the difference with this couple, right, and most couples that walk in, is that they were British. They had a very strong British accent. And I don't see a lot of British around here, you know. I live in Ohio, live in the US, I don't see a lot of British. So it was kind of interesting hearing them talk. I've watched a lot of YouTube, watched a lot of things. So I hear British people all the time there, and it's normal to me, whatever. But then hearing them in person, it's a whole different thing. It's like, wow, this is just weird. I'm not used to this at all. It's like really, really strange. So I'm like, well, dang, they're British. Huh. Why are they here in Ohio, in this small town? I don't know, you know. When I go to big cities, you know, like if I go to Columbus or I go to Cleveland or something like that in Ohio, I'll see all kinds of different people, right? All kinds of different people. But not here where I live. We're like 95% white, like white Americans, not even like, you know, Europeans or anything like that. No British, right? These people, I mean, their voice is really nice too. Like they were kind of relaxing, and it was a strong accent. Um, it was just weird. Felt so weird. I mean, not a bad way, not a bad way at all. But it was definitely a unique experience hearing a British person. It's kind of similar how I imagine a British person hearing an American over in England. But it just makes me think about how not diverse the place I live is. And I may have talked about this before in another video. But like where I live, almost everyone's white. I'm not saying there's a problem with that, because there isn't. I guess you'd like to have some more diversity, but it's not really a big deal if we don't. But whenever I go somewhere, like a big city, it's like, geez, like it's like a completely different universe for those people. A lot of different kinds of people I'd never ever see, ever. Like when I went to Cleveland, and like 80% of the people I saw in Walmart were black. Like I was not expecting that for Ohio. But yeah, it almost felt out of place. I was like, man, this is like strange. People looking at me funny because I'm white. I don't know. Because almost everyone here is black, but no, they weren't. Obviously not. But Cleveland is a very black place. You got like Columbus, just a melting pot of so many different kinds of people. Because when people move to the U.S., they usually don't move to like smaller towns. They usually move to the bigger cities because that's what they've heard of, or I don't know. There's more job opportunities there, I guess, that they're looking for. I don't know, but it's a big melting pot, meaning there's all kinds of different cultures and stuff. But not where I live, in my town. So that's why it was kind of crazy to hear British people. Very relaxing voices, very nice older couple. I think they've come in before, but it was cool to hear. I would try to recreate their accent, but I would butcher it so bad it would probably honestly be disrespectful to even try. So I'm not going to. Yeah, my back is so itchy. But yeah, it's British people. You know what? I mean, if you're British, move to Ohio because I mean, I like your accent. It's so much different hearing it in real life than on a video. So much different. Like it's just crazy. It's almost like jarring, but not in a bad way. It's just like, whoa, that person is freaking British. Why are they all the way over here? Maybe on vacation, but I don't think they're on vacation. I think they live over here. I don't know. Gosh, my back is so itchy. Why is my back so itchy? I see like Latino people in there all the time. That doesn't surprise me because a lot of Latino people do painting and just like manual labor jobs in general around here. You know, that's like everywhere you go. It's going to be like that. Even in a town where I live, where everyone's white, you're still going to get that because they do good work. But yeah, I wish my back wasn't so itchy. Also, another funny thing about yesterday as well, a guy brought in an old paint can that was literally, that was made the day after I was born. I thought that was really interesting because, and I told him, he was like, wow, yeah. I thought that was cool. The paint inside of it was like completely dried up and it was hard, so you couldn't use it anymore. But yeah, that was another thing that was kind of funny. There's a lot of stuff that happens at work. Not a ton, but you got some interesting customers and everything. Some nice ones, mostly nice ones. Well, mostly more like just neutral ones. A lot of nice ones, a few bad ones. It's whatever. It's a retail experience, and even some British ones. As much as I want to make fun of British people and their crooked teeth, those people were nice and they had very, very, like, kind of soothing voices, kind of calming almost, like kind of voice you'd hear like an audiobook for like a children's novel that's supposed to put you to sleep or something like that. I guess that's kind of a weird way to put it, but yeah, that's what it was like. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being in the presence of some British, and the way they talked too, I think I remember, was really British too. It was just like, man, I don't know. I don't know. I want to spend a day in England just seeing like how everything is, how people talk, the difference in England and the US. It's gonna be super different, I know that. It likes me fly. I know I'm interested. Very interested. Kinda cool though. Kinda cool how just an accent can really have a big effect on you. Cause it's just like, I mean, if I was used to that every day, it wouldn't be, you know, I mean, if I lived in the UK, I'd be like, yeah, it's just every day, but that's, hearing that British, I feel like that's the way English is supposed to be spoken. I feel like we're doing it wrong, and their version is correct. Ours is wrong. Ours sucks. Maybe we need to start talking like them more. I don't know. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Not a super long one, but I just want to talk about that. How British accents, hearing that in person was really cool. And how the place I live is very white. Not a lot of diversity, which again I don't think is that big of a deal. But it is kind of crazy when I go somewhere else. And like I said, I may have talked about this before. I don't know. If I did, talked about it again. So whatever. But anyways, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Weather's beautiful. Probably gonna go play some disc golf. And yeah, that's it. So have a good rest of your day. I don't know if I already said that. Have a good tomorrow and day after that, and just have a good life. Everyone have a good life. We should all have a good life. If you're having a bad life, do something to make it better. Or maybe I made it better. Maybe I made it worse. If I made it worse, I'm sorry. But not really sorry, because I don't know how I made it worse. I don't really do bad things to people. But if you watch this video and your life was worse because of it, I'm sorry. Maybe you find the video boring and you think I'm dragging on too long and it's a waste of your time and you could have been doing something productive. You know, you could have been contributing to a cure for like cancer or some other disease. Instead, you sat here watching this video, which I'm now stretching over to 10 minutes just because I want it to be 10 minutes long. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, maybe you really like me, maybe you don't like me. I don't really care either way. All is that I just hope that you're doing well. and you watch some of my other videos, maybe even like and subscribe. No, I don't really care. But yeah, you'll have a good one tonight. It's gonna get litty. Saturday night. I don't know. Have a good one. Bye.